Guys, I have some bad news. I know the markets are pumping. I know. But forget about the CME gap. We have Jim Cramer posting, buy crypto. Why? First Eric Trump, now Jim Cramer. I don't understand. What do they want from us, man? Just leave us alone. Let us be. Why do you need to be bullish on crypto? It sucks. If you guys don't know, Jim Cramer is an individual that has about a 95% inaccuracy in everything that he says. Buy, they all go down, and then everything that he says sell, it all goes up. Specifically for crypto, that was the case at least 1 year ago, according to my calculations. I actually done it on Twitter, but I couldn't find it. But if you're in crypto, you know that whenever Jim Cramer says buy, things usually go to the downside. Sometimes that's not the case, but you need to understand that a broken clock is also right twice a day. And that's the situation with Jim Cramer. He mentioned buy crypto and everybody is scared. And sadly, I think the inverse Cramer is going to be a thing, and it's going to work out in the immediate short term because alongside Jim Cramer saying buy crypto, we do have quite a significant CME gap that is forming on the 4-hourly time frame. And I don't think this is a CME gap that's going to be filled in the bear market. I think this is going to be one that'll be filled relatively quickly. So in this video, we're going to be covering those two topics, some altcoin content, getting ready for Q4, which is the most bullish quarter for crypto ever since crypto was a thing. So we'll go through all of those things and much more on today's updates. Guys, if you want to get a chance of winning $100 every day for the next 6 days, I'm going to leave a link, the first link in the description down below. For everybody that has a Weeks account, you can register to the Moon Show daily trading competition, and you will be able to get a chance of winning $100 every single day. There's 12 minutes left until today's rewards are distributed. Currently, the first place individual has a $17,000 trading volume. And just to put things in context, like that's super easy to achieve. If you do $1,000 margin with 10x leverage, open and close, that's going to give you $20,000 of trading volume. So literally, if you were to create that position, open and close it, you're going to pay the fees, but you will technically be the first person to potentially win that $100 in reward. So if you want to test your skills in trading and try to claim that $100 every single day, go to the first link in the description down below, click the register button. If you don't have a Weeks account yet, you can sign up. It takes basically less than a minute to create your account and join the competition. It'll be very fun to see who is the best trader, or in fact, who is, in this case, the guy that has, or the girl that has the highest amount of trading volume. So with that said, let's go into the price action of Bitcoin. Jim Cramer, it's a bit of a joke, but it's also like a self-fulfilling prophecy. The inverse Cramer is a thing and it has a very high win rates, sadly for us. Like it would have just been amazing if Jim Cramer said, you know what, I hate crypto, I think it's a scam, I'm going to sell all my crypto. Like, why couldn't he do that? It sucks. It sucks. And before we go into Q4 and we're in, did we enter Q4? No. So in 2 days time, today's 29th of September, 2 days time, we're going to go into Q4. And historically, that's the highest performing quarter for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. When you go into the monthly returns, you have Pumptober, which is 21%. November, or also known as Moonvember, up 46%. September is the worst. And it's quite likely that we end off September in that bearishness that we're used to, and we get a drop to that CME gap, which I think is going to close very soon. We have token 2049, which I'm going to be at. So I'm flying to Singapore tonight, but I will be there for both days. What we know with these CME gaps is, if you're not rocketing to the upside, then there's a very low chance that you're going to close the CME gap in the bear market or later on down the line. Price is consolidating, so I would say that CME gap is going to be filled very soon. Conference weeks, historically speaking, just like Cramer being bullish, they are quite bearish for the price action. So this week, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin comes down and closes that CME gap to try and do an inverse head and shoulders, and then maybe attempting to break out to brand new all-time highs. Regardless, I think October is going to be super bullish. I think November is going to be super bullish. So I'm constantly accumulating. I've been sharing my bots in the Moon Show community, also in the CryptoGits community. I've been accumulating as many Bitcoin positions, altcoin positions, as much as I can buy the dip. I've been doing over on Pinex. If you want to try out Pinex, second link is in the description of today's video, where if you deposit only $100, you can actually get a $100 coupon to try out bots absolutely for free. Link is on the second link just below the week's link. So I've been buying the dip as much as I possibly could, and I'm still doing that for Bitcoin. If the steamy gap is closed, I'm probably going to go ahead and buy the dip again. And then altcoins that I'm accumulating include Chainlink, AVAX, Dogecoin, but most prominently at this moment is Solana. Solana is going to be on the 10th of October. It should be. Let's go to our bookmarks. We have a massive issuer that you guys know, and this massive issuer is going to be launching a Solana ETF, and that issuer goes by the name of Fidelity, the second largest ETF issuer for Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're going to be doing a Solana ETF. The final deadline is the 10th of October. So in the next few days, I think Solana, thanks to that ETF, could start seeing a break above the cup and handle pattern. Q4, it would make sense. But by the end of Q2 of 2026, I'm expecting a $500 Solana. So at this moment in time, Solana is one of my go-to accumulations currently. And if you want to do a Solana bot, I'll leave my bot in the description down below the Pinex link if you want to be accumulating Solana to then sell all the way to $500 automatically without you having to do anything. The bot will do it by itself. But Solana, getting that ETF, it's huge. And I think Solana can reach $500 by the end of this cycle. Before we end off today's video, guys and girls, things like Token 2049 are fantastic opportunities to make new friends, meet like-minded individuals, learn a lot from keynotes and panel discussions, and just have a very good time and understand that crypto is not an industry that's going to be going away. You will see all of these innovators coming to this conference, pitching their products, showcasing what they're building, and it gives you the confidence that our industry is going to be here for the next 100 years. That's why going to these events is incredible. Most crypto people are just very isolated and stuck in their own bubble, and it can get depressing sometimes. So going to these conferences make you euphoric, make you happy, and Token 2049, if you're going there, it's going to give you exactly that feeling. So thank you so much for watching. See you most likely tonight. I'll do another video, but if not, the next video will be from Singapore. So guys, take care, and as always, bye-bye.